Only wheat? Oh, man. I think, yeah, we could try that. Why don't we try that? I will take your recommendations. And we'll actually call this only wheat. Let's do it. Why not? Only thing I can sell is wheat. Apple tree only. Yeah, the apple tree. That would be an interesting thing. All right, so we'll try it where the only thing we're selling is wheat. And that's not... It's wheat, blue wheat, and fuel wheat. All right? We'll see if we can do that. Like, literally just wheat. I don't know. I mean, we can certainly try it. So, obviously, I'm going to grab some wheat, right? And we're gonna need veganism on turn 20. Yeah, we'll see how far we get with this. I don't think I've done a wheat build with tortillas, right? But I've never just solely relied on the wheat. Although I do know that blue wheat gets very strong, but it needs a little propping up. We're gonna run out of money real quick. I just got a feeling. And like I said, we need veganism on day 20 for sure. And we're also going to run into a scenario where we have to re-roll just to keep the lights on here. All right, we owe $100 in 1 day. I guess I'll just take the chicken and not play it. Yep, silos. Yep, that's definitely in the plans for sure. Silos are going to be exactly what we need. We're going to need the cross. Regular wheat. I'm going to go with the watery tree there. Y'all know I love the watery tree. Let's throw that right here. Fuel wheat. It is more. And it sells for the same. So let's go with fuel wheat. Wheat expansion is going to be a good one as well. I mean, it's almost essential. Blue wheat, 22 stack. We're all over that. I want to try not to mix them up too much, though. Alright, field grapes, bright corn, and golden chance. A whole bunch of nothing. Yeah, so this might be our death knell right here, to be honest. Why don't we go with golden chance? Yeah, you're right. Succulent quarter, for sure. It is very expensive. Insanely expensive. Hey, some silos. Here we go. I mean, if I had it my way, it would just be probably basic wheat, right? It's the most manageable. And why don't we go with another silo right here? Just realized I failed to place some wheat there. Alright. So let's fill this island up. Let's get some blue wheat right here. Actually, blue wheat takes energy. So if we put that there, it's just going to die. So it kind of makes blue wheat non-viable until we have an energy solution like a solar panel. So I'm going to have to keep that in mind as well. More silos. Yeah, could use them. Alright, fuel wheat. Let's go. Watch the water cost here. Electric carrots, a solution. I don't believe this sells. Oh, no, it does. Yeah, never mind that. Antenna. That's a solution. Why don't we go... Where's the most impactful place for a silo here? I mean, the fuel wheat... I guess right here. I don't love that, but that's okay. I have to get that antenna in my hand really before I try this. Before I try the blue wheat, that is. What do I have? I have 9 fuel wheat, 22 blue wheat, 1 just regular wheat. So I guess we'll throw the 1 regular wheat there. More silos? Sure. How we doing? Pretty disappointing. 488. A whopping 488 per turn, I tell ya. Expansion is just... it's so expensive. I never thought I would say that. Sitting here at... what? Water cost is getting out of control. I might need to reimagine this build for sure. Water well. Yeah, we desperately need that, don't we? It'll help buff up our crops too. Water tank could be very good. I almost need the water well down just to... yeah, this is not going well. Definitely not going well. Let's see, are y'all laughing at me yet? You are starting to need water. Yes, yes indeed. Silo next to the water retreat. Yep, absolutely. That's a great combo. Yeah, we desperately need water. Like, I need to kind of roll into something here. 5 water wells. I mean, I don't love that at all. But we kind of have to. And it's still not going to solve our water problem. See, that's the problem with going with all these silos. Wheat expansion. Here we go. We got wheat expansion. We also got veganism. We need to take veganism here. It's the only way. Look at that. Now our water problem is solved. The game just literally hooked us up. You realize that? The game hooked us up. Wow. I guess sometimes the Terracard gods smile upon you. And now it's actually somewhat viable, at least for a while. Because we have 4 times production now. So let's see what we're making now. We're making 4 grand now. So yeah, we'll be able to definitely go on with this for sure. At least for a little bit. Alright, so here is a double silo spot right here. So let's go ahead and get some fuel wheat on it. Get some mighty production. What are we looking at for blue wheat? We have 10 units of blue wheat left. Why don't we make this one blue wheat? Gotta watch my energy. Fuel tank, cow. Fuel cow, regular wheat, antenna. I think we take the antenna here. No, let's take the regular wheat. Antenna would be nice, for sure. But let's take the regular wheat. 96 production out of this blue wheat. Are you kidding me? Why is that getting such high production? Well, I'm gonna take advantage of that. 192. That's mighty. 5 grand. With blue wheat being the champion, it doesn't look like fuel wheat gets as much of a production boost. That's interesting. So I think blue wheat is probably the focus, but we're going to be dueling with energy kind of all game long because we're not going sunflower, right? So solar panel does kind of make a lot of sense as well. All right, so let's throw some more regular wheat right here. This certainly is interesting for sure. I think going in on the blue wheat is going to be important because it produces better than, like on the silo, it seems to produce better than the fuel wheat for sure. Fuel tank, don't need that. Fuel peanuts, don't need those. Water tank, here you go. Water tank's great. Yeah, I'm not as compelled by the fuel wheat in this. It just doesn't feel like the best option. Now, if it's the only option, that's one thing. But if we have a choice between blue wheat, regular wheat, or field wheat, I'm going with blue wheat for sure. Giant sheep, if you want to break the game, especially with all the wheat on the field, he would have some fun. All right, let's... Come on, game. Let's do something here, huh? Milk carrot wolf. Field corn. It's starting to hurt. Watery tree. Here we go. We'll take that. Water tank. Plus 640. 736 production. That is insane. Do we put a little capstone on it here? I think we do. 1,472 production from one blue wheat plant. That is just bonkers. That's wild. Yep, get an item and just never play it. Yep, absolutely. That will have to be my strategy if I just don't get wheat, right? Like, that's going to be my strategy. This will solve our water problems. At least it should. Plus 10,240, right? Yeah, okay. Antenna. Yep, we need one of those. Okay, so this is like being Frankenstein together, and it's kind of working. Don't ask me how it's working, it just kind of is. It'd be nice to get the antenna in a nice, impactful spot, right? So it almost feels like this would be a good island for an antenna. It'll be better than right here, right? I'm acting like I got a lot of money or something, right? Blue wheat. Tremendous. So let's get it on a spot that has a lot of silos. There are several sensible locations. Let's go right here. More blue wheat, you bet. Giant carrot, field peanuts, more blue wheat, you bet. Yes, absolutely. Just keep hooking up the blue wheat. We have the energy, at least for now. And then what are we looking for? Wheat expansion would be nice, for sure. But without veganism, this isn't possible. We would have been dead already, for sure. So 17k in blue wheat, 1,500 in field wheat, 2272. The blue wheat is the champion, for sure. So let's see if we can get another stack of it. Or let's get more water tanks, right? Yes, things are going well. Paste bloom, gluttonous feast, tropical soil. We will take tropical soil. It does double the water cost, but we're set on water. So this is actually kind of exactly what you want. Unfortunately, I don't have a room for a water tank up here, though. But what we can do is we can throw... Let's go watery tree here. Let's add some blue wheat here. And then what I want to do is I want to get another island with the water tank on it. Another island of blue wheat with the water tank on it, I should say. Solar panel. Yeah, we'll take a solar panel. What are the chances we get 2 water tanks? Like, what are the chances we see it again and we just double it up, right? I think I'm content with just 1. So we're going to save some room. A solar panel. This is a great island for a solar panel, huh? It's just made for a solar panel. Water cow barn. Giant sheep, man. You are tempting me. Silos. Exactly what we need. Here's the water tank. So let's take this to the moon. 352. We got a few more silos. $702 production. Alright, so this is actually going pretty good. Why does this feel more laggy than the cows? That is a good question. Because it's Terracards. And that's just solar panels. We'll take it. You can't have a blue wheat empire without energy. Yeah, Terracards is definitely has some lag issues for sure. More solar panels. Let's just extend off this here. Watery tree, yes. So this would be good if we ever get arboreal bounty, right? Just think about that. Then you'll double your production again. So I think that's almost the next most important one. Well, that or wheat expansion. But I'm of course trying to save up my rerolls as well. And I'm just grabbing the things I need. The miracle, that would go against the spirit of the challenge we're doing here. And would surely lead to victory. Fuel grapes. We don't plan on having grapes. We're not producing anything. Let's go with field grapes. And this won't affect anything at all. Even though they changed field grapes, it's still pretty ridiculously powerful. Rest assured. Alright, let's go with... Let's do a silo right here. I like this for another blue wheat spot. Let's see, what are you saying? Why does this work? Yeah, it really shouldn't, right? Yeah, Scarecrow would be a decent one, but it's only +5 production, right? I'd rather get a water tank, which is +20, which is pretty bonkers. What am I doing? I'm just buying land here. I'm just gonna hold out for now, playing that silo until we get probably some more blue wheat is what I'm looking for. Scarecrow is +5. I'm gonna re-roll by that. More watery trees. Arboreal bounty, excuse me. That's what we're rocking with here. And the game seems to just give us what we need in this one for whatever reason. So hopefully they just hook us up. More solar panels right here. A watery tree. We can throw one right here. Let's see. This is definitely going to be a spot. So let's throw one right there as well. And let's just hold on to it. Fuel infuser, transport tube. Regular peanuts. Beans. Fuel wheat. Alright, let's assess here at day 87. What are we looking at? We have all kinds of different revenue streams. This is wheat that is selling for different prices, which is why they split the stacks. But 60k. 224. Pretty underwhelming there. 8,432. The water cost must be just beastly on this wheat here. So silos will double the water cost, and then tropical soil will make it more valuable to sell. So it's actually a good combo that works together. Fuel wheat, 14k. 33k for the blue wheat here. And 43k for the fuel wheat. Because the fuel wheat is super water intensive, right? Look at that, 16 water. And the production's good. So tropical soil makes fuel wheat probably the strongest. And we just grabbed a stack of fuel wheat. Let's take advantage of this here, folks. Let's do it. So I will put a cap on this one here. I'll fill it up. That'll be a nice beastly island. Alright, so yeah, this shouldn't work, but it's going crazy. I don't understand how this is working. It seems wild to me. But I'm also not complaining. Okay, so if I were... We can just go with regular wheat right here. It has a high water cost, which means it will sell for good. We have a nice ripe island. It's ready to go. Yeah, that fuel wheat It's the unpredicted champion. Early game, it wasn't very good. With tropical soil, it is very good. Let me get a sip of water here. More silos, more water costs, more value to the crops. You got it right, Emma. 100% right. Silos take energy to work? No, they don't. I would be very surprised if that was the case. Let's see. Where is the silo? I am blind. Here it is. Yeah, just takes gold. And imagine if we can get the cross. Another silo. Tremendous. Imagine if we can get the cross and double up our wheat production. We'll literally be on the moon with this. Alright, let's go here. And let's throw down some more fuel wheat. Let's get that nice high water cost. Fuel wheat has quickly become the champ. Blue wheat gets you through the early game. Fuel wheats potentially wins you the game. Alright, what are we looking at here? 384 production out of one fuel wheat plant with 32 water cost. So each unit of fuel wheat will be selling for a tremendous amount, which is the thing that is keeping us alive right now. In fact, it's making us millions right now. I don't want to go too crazy, but we get more fuel wheat there. This is going tremendously. All right, 61K, 224, 8,400, 17,000 for the fuel wheat, 33 for the blue wheat, and then 274,000, folks, out of 4,000 units of fuel wheat. That's a winner right there. I mean, we're making more in fuel wheat than we did in butter last round. You know what I'm saying? And butter is like a complex product, or at least it kind of is. Crazy. Let's get Arboreal Bounty now. Let's get Arboreal Bounty and take this thing into the ionosphere. A true wheat-only run. No nonsense. No trickery. Just wheat. Just wheat, right? And the game just keeps hooking you up with wheats. And we're just going to keep taking the wheat. We're going to keep taking watery trees. We're going to keep taking water tanks. We're going to keep taking silos. We're going to take it all. We're not looking back. 2 days here. Essence reward is coming. Let's hope we get Arboreal Bounty. Let's go, Arboreal Bounty. Let's go. Or the Dionysian Rites. Yeah, that would be another good one. More fuel wheat. Absolutely. You're going to make me choose between wheat and fuel wheat. Fuel wheat is the champ. And I didn't even predict that it would be the key, but with tropical soil, it really does make it the champion. Alright. Let's see. I got to get caught up a little bit. What is taking energy? The blue wheat is taking energy. The blue wheat costs energy. Costs 1 energy per unit. So tropical soil does nothing to the blue wheat to boost it up because it doesn't take water. It instead takes energy. So that answers that one. Let's see. Do I have a stream delay? I have it set to low latency, which means I believe there's a mild, well, not, it's a very small delay, I believe. I can do ultra low, but it doesn't allow like super high def or closed captioning. I don't know if that matters to people, but I didn't go ultra low def or ultra low latency in this one, but I certainly can in the next stream without a problem. Flush or home sweet home. I think we can make flush work for us here. So I'm thinking silos. I'm thinking getting a 4-stack of silos, right? Yeah, so stream delay, Dionysian Rites, yep. Yeah, I agree with you, Succulent Quarter, for sure. It should only apply It shouldn't apply to wheat, that's for sure. But, you know, wheat is really versatile if you think about it. There's a lot of things that directly interact with wheat in this game. And it's often overlooked as an overall crop, and it's actually pretty good. Pretty strong. Alright, fuel wheat. Let's keep playing this. Another reason why I went flush there is because I'm thinking the cross. You tend to see it once per game, and if we can get 4 of those on the field, it's literally game over. Water tank. That's a good one. Now we'll get 4 water tanks because we have flush, right? Flush is excellent. Now we just need room to play the water tank. More wheat. Let's see where we're throwing this. I think what we can do is we can... Do we have blue wheat in our hand? We don't. We have fuel wheat, though. This would be a good island for more fuel wheat. So why don't we start a new island here and just go with regular wheat. Throw some water tanks on it. Biofuel generator. Yikes, I don't like re-rolling for this much. Yeah, I don't want to re-roll the... I don't want to re-roll it away. I'll go with the mill and just not play it. So we're going to go water tank here. Water tank here. We're going to go water tank here. Or is there a more opportune spot for this? Let's go water tank here. And water tank here as well. Let's end our turn. Pay the bills and let's do a quick assessment. How we doing? 90k in regular wheat, 224, 53, 22k, 33k, 274k, and 31k. Tremendous. Church, more fuel wheat. Yeah, we're not shy about that. You can make alcohol off of wheat in most crops, so I take back what I said. Yeah. There's a real thing out there, right? I mean, alcohol is rice, barley, wheat. Here we go. Here's the cross, folks. This is the moment that we've been waiting for. Yeah, that's the genesis of alcohol for sure. Look at that beasted up fuel wheat there. Get some more silos in there. Take it to the moon. So I will build this island with the assumption that we might come across another water tank. But just one. And also a tree of some sort. If we ever get Dionysian rights. More solar panels. I think I'm good on those. But I really don't like the reroll. I guess let's go with the pastor and just not use them. The goofy looking pastor. Alright, let's see, what else do we have? Just need some more silos, for sure. Be nice to get a 4-stack of silos or something. Field peanuts, regular wheat. We'll take that. Popcorn. Gluttonous feast. Dealer's hand. So I was told that dealer's hand and flush works together. That was by a random commenter. I'm not sure about that. I'm pretty sure I've tested that before and that wasn't the case, but we can certainly test it here. What do you think? Let's try it. Let's see if we get 6 cards or 4. We do get 6. Okay, so the commenter was right. I'm not sure when that changed, but that is tremendous, actually. So now we get... Are we going to get 6 crosses when we finally draw the cross? Is that serious? Yeah, folks. This thing just got... Yeah, this is nuclear. This is thermonuclear. This is crazy, actually, is what this is. I think nuclear is a little more extreme than crazy, so we'll stick with the nuclear verbiage, but yeah, this just got insane. 6 silos, 6 penguins, 6 water tanks. Think about the possibilities here. 6 watery trees. So what I really need is, I need a silo draw. That's what I need. I'll go with the peanut gnome just to stock some reroll action. More wheat, absolutely. Whoops. Alright, 6 antennas. Should we play 6 antennas? I think so. Yeah, okay, so flush and dealer's hand. Pretty zany stuff. Have I ever crashed the game before? Why yes I have. The Jingle Clucks run through that I did in late December, that crashed the game. I was screwing around with giant sheep, and that crashed the game as well. That's when the giant sheep were new, I think before they adjusted them. But yeah, the giant sheep were buggy for sure. But Jingle Clucks literally like canceled the game. It did some really weird stuff. It's all on video if you want to check it out. Just fast forward to the end and see all the insanity that happens. Hard to make sense of, truthfully. So blue wheat is actually like the lowest power crop because it doesn't have a water cost, right? But this is truly insane. Just wheat, and here's some silos. Here we go. Yes, you'll love to see that. I mean, we're at day 136, and we've made $21 million with just wheat. And we just keep getting wheat. The thing about wheat is you just keep getting it. You get it all game long. Peanut Fest, Home Sweet Home, Bunny Like Carrot. Nothing that will work for us at all. Let's go Bunny Like Carrot. Sunflower, Giant Chicken, Penguin, Giant Carrot. Biofuel Jenny. Ugh, I don't like this. It just gets too expensive. So let's keep adding islands. I mean, obviously wheat expansion would be nice, but if we get wheat expansion, then we kind of lose the ability to strategically build out our islands, right? Because the wheat is just going to expand. It's going to eat up the space for a tree. It's going to eat up the space for a water tank. And things of the like. So we want to be careful of that. But wheat expansion just adds more wheat to the field, which is our win condition, so it's obviously good. Alright, let's get those silos in our hand, huh? I'm excited to screw around with them. More wheat, you bet. This run is a win for sure. You got that right, Isabel. We're just maximizing now. We're just maxing. I wasn't sure. I was like, yeah, I'll try it. Sure, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But my hand is starting to get just populated with a bunch of junk because I'm too cheap to reroll sometimes. Water tank. Yep, take that. And the lag is certainly becoming a little more noticeable as well. Just the alacrity in which you play, you're able to play your cards. But here we go, folks. We have 6 crosses to play. Count them, 6. So, let's take an assessment here quick, okay? 633,152 gold per turn. 633,152. Yeah, second quarter, I agree. The game's given us enough wheat. We don't really need wheat expansion. I could see it kind of being a detriment. because then all of our islands would expand. If we get a tree, right, we can play the tree. Well, it's got to be the watery tree because it needs to be a non-producing tree. But 633, 152 right here, folks. So let's sell that and let's make a little bit of an investment. Little land investment, if you will. Let's play the cross 6 times over. And what this is actually doing, it's not just times 6ing my production, it's doubling it, then doubling it again, then doubling it again, and again, and again, and again, and so forth. So this might actually be... I can't even predict what this is going to be. But we're going to find out. And we get some silos too. Oh my goodness. This run is insane. Alright. Any guesses? What do you think? Well, what are we thinking? We thinking like 10 million? That might be a little generous. Maybe like 8 million? 5 million? $40 million in just wheat, folks. 40 million. Bonkers. Insanity. Crazy. Insanity. 38 mil is a pretty good guess, Succulent Quarter, for sure. $5 or $6 million in just basic wheat? Man, this is madness. $17 million in fuel wheat? How much fuel wheat is this? Like, how many units? 270,000. Man, this is nutty. And what are we going to be able to do now? Well, you guessed it. We're going to be able to accentuate and reinforce with silos. 6 of them. Not 4, not 1, but 6. Alright. I think this is a good spot for one. I mean, we're building a castle wall out of silos. Literally. Kind of looks like a castle wall, right? Let's throw another one right here. Why not? We have an embarrassment of riches. And our empire is simply founded on just a little sprinkle of wheat and an idea. Alright, so $40 million. Now let's see what that does. That might put us up to like 50. $137 million. Never mind. Man, you just can't make this up on just wheat. $92 million in fuel wheat. That's nutty. That is insane. Oh boy. Yeah, you bet. I'm gonna keep going for sure. You can afford to re-roll now. You are correct about that. I sure can. Home sweet home it is. Water tank. Water tanks for everybody. Water tank. You want a water tank? You sure do. Yeah, here you go. Here's a water tank. Water tank for you, blue wheat. You just gotta keep up. You need a little propping up. You get... I think you are the lucky recipient of 2 water tanks, perhaps. Yeah, you can have 2 water tanks. Let's throw another water tank up here, though. Why not? And let's throw, excuse me, another water tank right down here. Let's secure some more silos, right? I did pick the silo, so let's get those in the hand. More fuel wheat. Yeah, you bet. It's just what the doctor ordered. Here's a fine island right here. So let's buy it. Wonder what would happen in this game if you bought... Well, I think the income would scale out eventually on you, but... Like, what if you just kept going in this direction and just kept buying islands? You know what I'm saying? Bet you the game would crash. Because that's what it just feels like it would do. Alright, we have some fuel wheat. I think there's opportunities to fill in some spaces here. In these high value locations that we have. 165 million now, folks, is what we're looking at. Why don't I just... Let me see something quick first. We have some regular wheat. We can throw 6 more there. We also have 6 more there. Let's just throw it right here. Whatever. It doesn't really make a difference. Crop collector. 2.4 mil. Yeah, we don't even worry about that. Water tank. Yes. Yes, indeed. So I haven't said welcome on into the stream in a while. I see we have a few more people in here. So welcome on in, everybody. I'm glad you're here. It's good to have you. Thank you so much for taking some time on Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. If you're enjoying the content and you're not subscribed, I mean, I've got to do this shameless plug, right? But if you're enjoying the content and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I just want to build a community here, and I love the community vibes that we have, and there's awesome people in this community. And if you're not subscribed and you're just kind of drifting by, consider joining up. I'd love to have you on the channel. This is my second live stream ever, transparently. First one was a lot of fun, hence the reason for a second one here. And we're just breaking the game with wheat. We broke the game. Well, I don't want to say we broke the game last run with butter, but we certainly tried. It went well. I mean, we took it to day of what, 210? So it went well, but this is a truly nutty run that everything fell into place beautifully for. And yeah, we're making some $200 million a turn with just wheat. This is the only sellable resource we have, wheat. Most basic of basic crops. So yeah, welcome on in. Please like the video as well, or like the live stream, I should say, as well, if you're enjoying. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Appreciate everybody's support. So with that shameless plug out of the way, you know, I've got to put on the salesman hat every now and then. With that out of the way, let's just keep on going here. Let's see what you fine folks are saying. You can afford to reroll now. That comment is very funny to me. Looks like I'm getting some encouragement to just crash the game. How about let's just get more silos? I think that's a great idea. What if we get Arboreal Bounty? Just think about that for a second. I mean, that's the next one to complete this trifecta here. Of veganism, tropical soil, Arboreal Bounty. I think you could argue that Dealer's Hand is really... Dealer's Hand and Flush are really X factors as well, for sure. Let's go ahead and just throw some more right here. Huh? What do you say? Definitely, it's definitely starting to take a little bit longer to just play a single wheat card. Easter Bunny, Biogenny. We have $3.7 billion. Scarecrow, Giant Cow. Lake Church, Black Sheep. $125 million, but it's worth a silo for sure. Alright, we're coming up on our next essence reward here. Let's see what we get. Hopefully we can secure something real nice. More silos. Okay, here we go. Let's just go insane with these. Alright, let's throw another one right here. Why not? Prime real estate. It's got a nice, you know, scenic ocean view from your little tower of wheat. Let's throw it right here. Plus 40, like, did you see that? Plus 43,008. No big deal. And it also increases the water cost too, which just magnifies the power of this overall build. Let's go right here with it. And let's go right here with it. I like the fuel wheat. Alright, end our turn there. We get penguins. Man, this is getting expensive. But it doesn't really matter, does it? Alright, I'm not rolling for $1 billion. Sorry, game. Hey, here we go. Arboreal bounty. Tremendous. Let's see what this does. Let's see what this does for us. So it makes our water insane at 7.6 million per turn. But I'm more interested in what we're going to be selling for. So we're making 418 million per turn in just wheat. Folks, just wheat. Let's see what happens when we end our turn now. $1 billion in just wheat. Oh, man. That is just bonkers. I never dreamt of the day. But you're seeing it right here. Just wheat. This stack is selling for $124 million. 188 mil. $365 million in fuel wheat here. 287 in blue wheat. Just wacky, but this stack of wheat right here, folks, really lagging behind. How dare it? Just nutty. Alright, well, let's just keep throwing in these water tanks. I mean, it's a pretty simple build if you think about it. It's all about the essence rewards. Without veganism, first and foremost, this would have been dead on arrival, for sure. So I'm glad we got that one early. And I'm glad I took that over wheat expansion. Alright, got some earthquake action. Alright, there we go. Watery tree with arboreal bounty. 6 watery trees. You bet. More water tanks. Yes. Antenna, sure. Let's pay. More silos. Yeah, you bet. I mean, this is unstoppable. Banicula, sure. Just because you're unique. Antennas, let's just get them down so I don't have to look at them again. Hopefully avoid taking them. Alright, watery tree, here we go. So, we have been strategically building our islands to save a place for a tree. And the reason we want to do that is for the potential of getting arboreal bounty. So now that we have arboreal bounty, and we have some trees to play, we're going to just go insane with this. It works really, really well on the fuel wheat islands, it seems. Like, that's where you're getting the most bang for your buck. But we don't discriminate. We go with all wheat selections. Transport to Peanut Gnome. Fantastic Chocolate Factory. I mean, even at $1 billion for a reroll, you know, like, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't. Yeah, that was pretty insane. Arboreal Bounty made us billionaires per turn. Pro Pixel is playing some Persona 3 while watching. Solid choice there, my friend. Now, Dionysian Rights. Why not? Every 10 turns plus 4 production to crops. Absolutely. We took that to day 200, but this one almost feels a little too memorable. I mean, we're still able to, like, a lot of times in Terracards, you get to a point where you're not getting what you need anymore. 133,000 production out of just this one piece of wheat. That's insane. But a lot of times you just don't get the cards you need anymore, and it really makes kind of the late game challenging. We are still getting everything we need. Silos, water tanks, watery trees, and most importantly, wheat. Makes this run like super viable into the future. I mean, 25 bill, I don't know. I don't know how far this could take us. Seems like it would take us a considerable amount of time. What do you think? Day like 300 potentially? What do you think? Giant carrot, 6 giant sunflowers. How about that? That would be an interesting experiment as well. Antenna, solar panel, carrot, rabbit barn, more water tanks. Sure thing. $3 billion now for a reroll. Alright, so let's just keep on building here for a little while longer. Just don't need them. Sure, let's take the water cow. Let's get the reroll. Let's get the blue wheat. I seriously think, like, so if you were to be a maniac and play this to just play this all the way, all right? Like, just with the energy and endurance and wherewithal and focus to just keep on this build, you might be able to just completely demolish this game with it. It's really hard to say. Actually, why don't we throw silos on places where we actually have wheat, not a theoretical future spot? Like, this is a good spot right here. Completely insane. I didn't see this going like this. I saw it as a grind. I saw it as, okay, once we get veganism, we might be able to kind of take this to day 150, maybe. And what did we do? Look what happened. Wheat literally broke the game, folks. Like, it literally did. Insane. 3.6 bill. Doesn't matter. 6 billion? Sure. More fuel wheat? You bet. Wheat expansion now. Yeah, we'll go with it. I'm feeling good enough about our infrastructure. Anyways, talk about just getting everything that you ask for. And then some. Alright, so let's get a wheat right there. Let's get some right here. Why not? Solar panel, more wheat. Folks, this is nutty. This is wild. Yeah, 3 silo buildings for fuel wheat. Crosses out in a straight line. Yeah. I mean, there's definite opportunities to maximize, for sure. Like, without question. Or to optimize, I guess is the better word. But I'm more like just in awe that this is actually happening. And there's also a great deal of pressure to play what's in my hand too. Especially with wheat expansion. More silos. Yeah, we'll go with some more silos. You bet. Let's go with some fuel wheat right there. In fact, everybody gets some fuel wheat. Here, you want some fuel wheat too? Here you go. This would be a future spot for a silo, so we'll throw it right there. Fuel wheat for you as well, and then you bet. I'm not forgetting you. You got it. All right, let's take a quick peek. 2.58 billion per turn. And just wheat, folks. You'll love to see that. You love to kind of stumble into that, I guess, is more of an accurate description. And I don't know, like, blue wheat is not the answer. It's the fuel wheat in the silo because it doubles the water cost. So I'm just trying to, like, transparently, I'm just trying to play my blue wheat. Don't really need the expansion to do its thing. Yep, 6 islands with wheat in a single hand. Yep, you absolutely got it. Imagine if I got the miracle with this. Emma saying, yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Look at that. I mean, 836 million water in reserve. So that right there would be, I mean, it's that divided by 20 is how many units of wine you would get. And then the wine sells for like what, 30, I think? 30 gold? Is that factual? Let's see. Let's take a peek. Where's my wine at? Yeah, 30 gold. So that would be an insane just injection of income right there. And then 17 million water per turn divided by 20 times 30. Yeah. Talk about a economic staple. This was like the water build that I intended on doing. I did a video where I just tried to focus on the miracle and maximizing water. But that was, of course, during a period of time when the watery tree was all buggy and messed up. So it didn't quite go the way I planned. We'll put it that way. And I actually didn't even end up getting the miracle in that one either. So that was kind of a rough one, but it was a fun build nonetheless. I mean, honestly, like, I'm contemplating just continuously ending my turn to see how far this actually goes. Because we're getting to the point, folks, where playing, like actually playing the cards, is just taking a little bit of time. But that's alright. We're going to persist for a little longer for sure. And fuel wheat is the top priority for sure. I've got so much junk in my hand, I'll tell you that right now. So it's a miracle that I'm even getting playable cards at all, frankly. I think I still have, what do I still have? Do I still have a silo somewhere here? Water tank, silo, yep, sure do. 4 solar panels, crap collectors, chickens, penguins, water cow. Yeah, I've got an assortment of things in my hand that are of no use to me. Let's see. Reroll for 11 bill. Nah, I think I'm good. Scarecrow. Don't really have a spot for it. Don't really feel like using it. Wheat expansion has taken off. And in turn, we're able to expand our piggy bank into the stratosphere, right? So if we go silo, silo, let's just think about this. Why don't we do something like this? Let's go boom. Water tank action for sure. Mash buttons unless you get silos or fuel wheat. Yeah, I totally agree. I'm kind of to that point, to be honest. How about a silo and fuel wheat at the same time? Oh, man. What does a guy do here? I think we have to go with the fuel wheat. I think the fuel wheat can help us maximize more. We have some real estate set up for additional wheat. And we already have a silo in our hand, actually. So I'm going to go with fuel wheat here. And succulent quarter, I'm going with your recommendation here. We're mashing. We're just mashing. We get more fuel wheat there. That's just absolutely lovely. Alright, so now we can do some serious future planning here. With the volume of wheat that we have. Alright, so fuel wheat, fuel wheat, fuel wheat, right? That's a silo spot. Silo spot. Silo spot. Here's a good spot. So this would be a silo spot. This would be a silo spot, obviously. Which means this right here will be a wheat spot. And so will this right here. We get more fuel wheat. So this would be a silo spot. So silo, silo, silo. So fuel wheat. Just building a giant checkerboard here, essentially. Or a chessboard, whatever your preferred game. I myself am more of a chess player than a checkers player, for sure. Alright, so let's just keep adding in some fuel wheat. This is just getting silly. Just silly. Alright, so silo, more fuel wheat here. Silo, silo, fuel wheat here. Another silo here. So that means more fuel wheats. There'll be a silo right here. So we'll go with more fuel wheat here. And we'll go with some more fuel wheat here. Man, that is exhausting. Especially when it takes 5 minutes to play some wheat. Alright, so we got more. We got more. Of course. Of course. So let's just keep on in this fashion, folks. Let's just keep rocking and rolling. So silo here, right? Yep. So wheat here. It's costing $1 million to expand. But that is chump change, for sure. Alright, so let's go with more wheat right here. Are we going to get some more wheat to arduously play? We get watery trees. I'm actually going to take those over the blue wheat. Maybe we can get those in our hand sometime soon and get them in place before the wheat expands. So let's just start buying real estate here. Put them on the right next to the silos. Yep, good call. That is a great call, actually. Let's just add them wherever the silos are. This would be a future silo right here. It's actually a pretty high priority spot for a silo. So let's get a preemptive fuel wheat field on the field. On the board. Alright. So now onward with this madness. Alright, yeah, so you want to talk about crashing the game? Well, wheat expansion just might do that. Alright, here we go. Is there a limit to the amount of expansions you can buy? I don't know that. I don't know the answer to that. My guess is, I mean, that might be part of why the game slows down so much too, if you think about it. Because as the game goes on, obviously you're buying more land, right? You're expanding. Maybe that's part of it too. And something consistently happens at the, 120 to day 200 range that slows it down. So they might have some kind of artificial limit in there. I don't know. But what I do know is this build is bonkers and insane. We literally will have a pyramid of wheat. Like a giant pyramid of wheat. It's actually pretty nice and symmetrical, right? For the most part. So let's get some silos. For sure. Alright, so I'm just gonna play this right here. We need like 18 silos. Here we go. Get some silos. We actually get watery trees too. Oh man. This is just nutty. Just a casual 50,000 water, no big deal. But this is going to take its sweet time to play. So this is where the game just gets a little exhausting. But boy, did this run come together nicely. Must be that Valentine's Day luck. Or the live stream luck. I don't know if that's a thing. But it should be. If it isn't. Alright, one more watery tree. Do we even really need to entertain this? I mean, everything's all expanded up. Beasted up. Whatever. I'll just end my turn. We're mashing buttons now, folks. There's several silos in my hand that I'm looking... And we just added 3 more. So let's get those in our hand. And let's build something you could really only build in a thumbnail. Elite Cows Peanut Fest, Blackwater. Let's go with the Elite Cows because I like the graphic. More fuel wheat. I mean, this is just wild. Just nutty. Alright, so silo, silo, silo. Fuel wheat. Fuel wheat. Goodness gracious. Fuel wheat, fuel wheat. That means fuel wheat here as well. And fuel wheat here. Alright, I want to get a few more silos on the board. Maybe we'll take this to like day 300 or something. Watery tree, sure thing. I'm surprised I'm still getting watery trees at day 265. That's another one of those that seems to become much more scarce as the game goes on. And frankly, I suppose we could do this. Could just kind of set ourselves up. Even though it's not really going to do anything, frankly. 130 billion. So I guess when all else fails, just build a giant pyramid of wheat, right? Might as well. That takes 10 minutes to play tree. Yes, the Great Wheat Pyramid. Enough of the Great Pyramid of Giza. This is the Great Wheat Pyramid for sure. And we crafted it right here on this live stream, folks. All right, trees are going at the top of the square. Succulent, don't you worry about that. I got you, all right? I got you. And yeah, we're all about the silos now. There's a bunch in our hand. We're just not drawing them. All right, here we go. Here we go. So let's start down here. Man, this is going to take forever. All right, let's go down here actually as well. There's a nice high profile spot right here. By high profile, I mean with the water tank. So now let's get the silo in place where there's a bunch of adjacency. So right here is one, if it'll let me play the darn silo. Do note. Alright, there we go. There's that one. Let's get this one. Yeah. Let's just get... It just gets rough. This is the kind of thing that the development team has got to fix, for sure. I'm actually going to go up here. These are higher value spots. Well, I shouldn't necessarily say that, because we got water tanks right here. What am I doing? I'm going to put it right here. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting it right here. And then we will go right here with it. We have more silos. We just got to draw them. If it'll let us. All right, there we go. Winner. Water tank. Sure. Little drop in the bucket there, folks. And we're making $1 trillion. We're making $2 trillion now, actually. Wait, $1 million. No, sorry. 2 billion. My apologies. I got real excited. We're not making $1 trillion. We don't even... Just wheat? What? That's insane. It's impossible, right? No, I don't think so. I really don't think so. What are we even doing here? I'm like muddled now. Yeah, 2 billion, yeah. My eyes are going cross from playing this game so long. Rabbit Apprentice. We wanted that in the last one, that's for sure. So let's go with it now. Sure thing. Popsicles, you bet. A cow's favorite treat. Alpha Wolf, sure. I'm taking this to day 300, folks, and then I am ending this run for sure. Because, my goodness, is this exhausting. More silos, you bet. I think you can kind of visualize what would continue to happen if I had an unlimited amount of energy and focus, right? And just the wherewithal. Does this go to, like, how far do you think this goes? That's my question for everybody in here watching right now. That's my question for you. How far does this go? Does it go to day 500? I mean, at this rate, where we are getting exactly what we need, and we're getting 6 of it when we draw it with the flush and dealer's hand combo, how far does this go? I mean, we're at day 300 and we are not even threatened at all. And actually what I can do, I mean, so this does save, right? This does save. I mean, we can pick this back up in another live stream for sure and just keep going in this crazy fashion at this crazy rate. But I think with the performance, kind of where it's getting to, it's making it hard. So I think I'm going to end this particular run and probably, let's see here, probably end the live stream here as well. I've been rolling for 2.5 hours here, so I think this is an appropriate spot to end it. Day 300 on just wheat, are you kidding me? Right? But we did it, folks. $2 billion a turn in just wheat. Let's take the final inventory assessment here, and then I will land this plane. $76 million in this fuel wheat stack here. Tremendous. Blue wheat, 3.6. Fuel wheat, $1 billion in fuel wheat here, folks. That's insane. That is crazy. $1 billion in fuel wheat. $500 million in blue wheat. That's a nice producing amount there. 200 million in regular wheat, 107 in regular wheat. And then just chump change here. But how about that, folks? How about that? What do you think? Was that a fun run? The regular wheat stack is lame. Yeah, succulent quarter, you are 100% right. 200 more days. You are demanding great things of me. ProPixel is a... It seems like ProPixel prefers chess over checkers. The regular wheat stack is lame. It certainly is. I didn't think it would go this well either, Succulent. I had no clue. Isabel, you are correct. We are all winners here. It's not me. It's not just me that wins. It is everybody. We're all winners. We are winners for sure. And yeah, this was a fun run. I did not anticipate this going this well at all. In fact, I thought we'd fizzle at like turn 40 because I didn't get veganism or ran out of water or something. But yeah, this was a crazy run. And it definitely, I mean, it's definitely something that I will certainly save. Right, so I'm going to save and exit. And if I have the extreme mental acuity, I might pop back. I might pop back in there and just keep going. Who knows? Maybe we can do that at the tail end of another live stream or something one of these times. But anyways, folks, I'm going to end the live stream here. But before I do, I want to say thank you so much for your viewership. Thanks so much for stopping in to the live stream. You know, it's my second live stream. I'm a new channel. I really do appreciate the awesome and wonderful support that everybody's shown. It really means a lot to me, and it's just awesome to have cool people in the community that, you know, enjoy what you do and give you support. It's cool that people made time on a busy Valentine's Day to pop into this live stream here and say hello and interact and just be awesome. So thank you, everybody. Thank you watching right now. Really do appreciate it.